Hello, everyone. It's Claudia from Holistically Forward, and I have your messages from the Fae for you for the week starting Monday, the 30th of April, right through to Sunday, the 6th of May, 2018. I know, and we're starting another month, and it's the month of May, the fifth month of the year. And the number 5 in numerology is unpredictable and always in motion and constantly in need of change. And that is just like the month of May, because everything is in constant change, as everything is growing and blooming and really coming to life. So something to really look forward to, I think, and the weather getting warmer here as well in the Northern Hemisphere, so yay for that. And it is Beltane week. So Beltane starts on the night of the 30th of April, which is Monday night, and you can celebrate it from that evening right through the week if you so wish. And it's a celebration of the holy union of the goddess and the god, which brings about new life, strong crops, and healthy animals. It marks the beginning of summer, of the fertile season. So it's a really big fire festival, and fires used to be lit in honor of the sun god and to ask for really strong and healthy crops and animals. And Beltane night is about having fun. It's about letting go of things that bind you, of limitations in your mind. And in the old days, the holy union between a woman and a man would take place. And they would make love in the meadows and in the fields to ensure healthy and abundant crop. Yes, they really did that. And Beltane babies, the babies conceived at this time, were classed as very, very special and sacred children. And dancing around the maypole, that's also an ancient way of celebrating the holy union between the goddess and the god, because the maypole itself, the pole, that's a phallic symbol, and it symbolizes the potency of the god. And then the ring of flowers around the pole represents the fertile goddess. So if you're dancing around the maypole, you can have a bit of a smirk and a smile and just think about everyone fornicating on the fields. But I've also promised you to give you a bit of an insight about the Fae at this time of year. So they also celebrate Beltane. Of course they do. Wherever there's a party, there's a Fae. Really. They love parties, they love to sing, they love to dance, and they like a tipple. Oh, yes, they do. And they like things like sweet things, especially mead and any kind of sweet wine, but they also like beer. Don't get me wrong, they also like beer. And another thing about the Fae, they are not all sweetness, light, and cuddly, sparkly. They are actually really powerful, magical beings. So they are nature, and nature is light and dark, and so are the Fae. So always treat the Fae with the greatest respect, really, and don't ever demand anything from them. I know there are teachings out there that say, well, you can just ask them for anything and they can make anything happen for you. Well, no, you can't. Like, seriously, you really can't. Just like, you won't do everything for just anybody that asks or demands. The Fae want to be honored and they want to be treated with respect, really. And it's very important for us to understand that and to do that, because the Fae, they are nature, they are nature's elements, and they are always around us. And we're trespassing on their ground when we come to think about it, really. So, in contact with the Fae, always, always, always treat them with the greatest of respect. And if you do want their help in any way, you can ask them politely, like you can ask anyone else. But make sure you always give them something in return. And there I can give you some advice. Always make sure that you really, really know what you let yourself in for. Just, a little tip on the side there, because the Fae can be very, very vicious if you do not keep your promises. Because that's where this old feeling that the Fae can be nasty comes from. People stamping all over them and demanding things from them. Yeah, well, I would be upset about that too. So make sure when you work with the Fae, you know what you let yourself in for and treat them with the greatest of respect. Okay, that was a bit about Beltane and about the Fae. And now we will get to the reading. And for our reading, we have the Germanic Oracle of the Gods. Now, this I think you can only get in German. It's by an artist called Phoenix, who is also a pagan, and he really walks his talk. I mean, he lives and breathes paganism, this man. He really, really does. And it's a beautiful, beautiful deck, this one. And if anyone speaks German out there, I can highly recommend this deck. This deck is not sweetness and light, I can tell you that for nothing. And it's light and dark, just like life, yin and yang. So, our card of the week from this deck is Givion. Can you see her there? Okay. Boundaries, it says on the bottom. And you can see this lady on a cart pulled by oxen ploughing a field. Now, Givion is an ancient Norse goddess of agriculture, fertility, abundance, and prosperity. How fabulous is that for Beltane week, huh? Because Beltane is the festival of fertility and abundance and agriculture, prosperity. So there you go. Givion. And her name means giver or generous one. And we see her ploughing a field here with her oxen. And she challenges us to work for what we wish to achieve, because it won't just be dropped in our lap. Nothing ever is. You need to, to work on it, and you need to make sure it happens. So be clear about what you want, and then structured in your approach. And it's also important to set clear and healthy boundaries and guard yourself against being overly influenced or even manipulated by others. Abgrenzung means boundaries. So set clear boundaries. Let people know what you're willing to accept, but also where you draw the line, where it's enough, and really let others know what that is. But also observe and respect the personal boundaries of others. Because just like you, they will also have, they need their privacy and their personal space and their boundaries. So respect that in others too. And that's our card of the week. Givion, an ancient Norse goddess of fertility, agriculture, abundance, and prosperity. All right. And now our weekly reading is with this deck. Yay, the Mystic Fairy Tarot. And as usual, the first card is drawn for what will help all of us this week. The second card is drawn for what may hinder us. And the third card is drawn for what is our unrealized potential? What is there within us that we can draw on that will help us move forward? And our first card, what will help all of us this week, that is the Seven of Cups. Look, she's like looking into this bubble, into this like, looks nearly like a crystal ball, doesn't it? And this card means that there are many options available for you. So get clear about your vision, about what you want to achieve. And that ties in really well with Giveon, who says or who challenges us to work for what we wish to achieve. So get clear about what you want to achieve and then work on it. And our second card is what may hinder us, but it won't now that we know. And there we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is about balance. So trying to please everybody, it won't ever get you anywhere. The person you really have to please, first and foremost, is yourself. Put yourself first. Don't try and please everybody, because that way, most of the time, everybody loses. Really think about that one. Before you try and please others, make sure it fits in with what you want. Okay, and the third card is, what is our unrealized potential? What is there within us that we can draw on? And there we have the King of Wands. Magnificent fairy king there. Now, the King of Wands, he dedicates his time to one single project at a time. And it's this focus that will really help you move forward and that will really help you achieve what you set out to achieve. So, focus. Don't think about others. Try not to please everybody else. Focus on what you want to achieve, and then there's only one thing for you to do, and that is actually do it. Yeah, I know. That's the hardest part of it, isn't it? To actually do. So if you feel stuck, what helps? Doing. Giveon. Go for it. Go and work on what you want to achieve. Set clear boundaries. Tell other people what you will respect and accept and what you will not, but also accept and respect their boundaries. Works both ways. And then get clear about what you want to achieve. Sit down and really get clear about what it is that you want, and then go for it. Don't make this about others. Don't try and please everyone around you. This is about what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to make work in your life. And it's not about everybody else. Focus on, dedicate time to this. Focus on what it is that you want to achieve and then work on it. Okay, have a lovely week, everyone. I hope this helped you get some clarity. Beautiful Beltane week. If you're celebrating, have lovely festivities. I'll be celebrating, so yay for that. And remember, if you want to work with the Fae, be very respectful of them. Always, always, always be extremely respectful and full of gratitude for the Fae. Because they can be a bit nasty if you tread on their toes. Rightly so, because they have boundaries, just like we should have boundaries too. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed these messages from the Fae. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're watching on YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified of all the new videos I bring out. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will see you again tomorrow on Facebook Live, round about midday for your Angel of the Day. And then again next Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time for your messages from the Fae. Have a lovely, lovely week, everyone. Lots of love to you. Beltane blessings. Mwah.